Welcome guys, we got another game here from EGCTB, the Elite Classic. Got Beastie playing as the Byzantines in the color orange. Kiljardi playing as the Holy Roman Empire in the color red. Welcome everybody. If you're enjoying those, don't forget to give a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Otherwise, this will be the last video we meet each other. But anyway, we got a very special map here. This is a map where two players are facing each other really close, and the rest of the map is, is resources around the map, especially those fish ponds where you can just not necessarily build a dock, but just get a meal and gather from the ships here. Definitely food resources you cannot ignore. So it comes to very interesting mechanics because these players are really close. So it tends to be a very aggressive map, and Kiljardi is a very aggressive player. We have seen him like really going all in a lot of times. Sorry, I don't know what happened to my throat, but anyway, let's see how it goes. Now the Byzantines, it's civilizations that take some time to catch up, right? They take some time to get those cisterns up and running and get that olive oil, and once they start running, like they are like unstoppable machine. But it takes some time for them to actually do some like decent damage compared to other civilizations. That's where strength comes in, where you have all your cisterns, or your production is really it's really fast, and you get those free units, and potentially you can also go castle. Now these are two civilizations that can potentially go castle too. Like Kiljardi obviously can go to get the Regnis Cathedral, get all those relics really early on, or if he wants to rush his opponent with man at arms, he can go for a Burgrave Palace. And Beastie is just not gonna have the Hypodrome. It's gonna be the Grand Winery to get those olive oil. It looks like this is the choice for many players. They just want to get the olive oil as soon as possible to get those mercenary units. Nothing beats really the fact that you also have some olive oil. Now I don't know if all this it's enough to give you 500 olive oil. I'm not exactly sure if like with the Grand Winery you already have the resources, or you just need another patch of berries. I think it's gonna be enough with this landmark. I have a feeling. That's just my gut feeling. And Kiljardi with the Akron Chapel, nice and safe in the back. Have the wood line. Gonna transition to those farms. That will have the time of his life here. Let's take a look at Beastie's vision. Still scouting, has plenty of ships. 12 already. Now he's not going for the berries first, he wants to wait for the Grand Winery to grab that food, and then you can go for the berries, so that you get all the bonuses for the olive oil. Like if you don't know about this, Grand Winery gives you 60% olive oil from the berry bushes and the olive groves, so you don't want to touch those before your landmarks finish. I don't know what's happening to my troll today. Excuse me. Wait a second. 1, 2, 3. Okay, cup of water. We're back. Kiljardi already having a lot of gold. I mean, obviously this is a guy who wants to go Castle Age. Here I have 3 on gold, halfway there. Beastie. The question is, how will he deal with the fast castle coming from the Holy Roman Empire? You can go for a more economic build, like going into TC, and then try to do your best for defend your town. That's one option. Another option may be... There you go, that's the option I just gave you. It's a town center. So he's gonna be ahead economically. He's gonna be behind in terms of technology. Now, how important are crossbows to you? That will depend entirely up to you. But Kiljardi is not gonna wait for Castle Age to harass. He already building a stable here. So let's go back to income for a minute. Already 5 minutes into the game. He's busy trying to be annoying with his scout. And he's just gonna get a couple of horsemen, actually, not only one, just a couple of them. Like, these berries are still within the range of the TC, so you can still, like, try to... I don't think you can get a villager kill, especially when it comes to this level of skill. The players are really good at defending. Potentially, like, you want at least to scare them to go back and have some idle time. That's the best you can do, probably. But everything is within range of the TC. Except this goal, but he's not gathering it at the moment. Looks like he won't go Castle Age. I mean, that's too greedy, right? You cannot go like 2 town centers and Castle Age. That's like extremely greedy coming from your part. But it looks like he's also not interested. Never mind. Here's the barracks. So there you go. Now the second cistern is going to be connected soon. Gonna find that scout. Now the scout is just basically a decoy, you know? It's like, you can attack the scout all the way. Like, eventually he will go back home. But you don't want your horseman to actually be distracted. And there you go. The burger is here. Now, let's take a look at how much sheep kiljardi has. Let's take a look. 11 sheep. So he has sheep, he has the berries, and looks like he's gonna be okay for the food for now. Like, there is no attempt from BC for denying his food sources, so man-at-arms are coming, and they're coming fast. I don't know if BC took down one horseman on kiljardi, just, you know, cancel the second horseman. Looks like he canceled it, have a faster castle age timing. A couple of one barracks here, and the mercenary house. It's gonna be the western. I would love to see the eastern mercenary contract so that you can get those keshiks, because you know you're dealing with man-at-arms. Keshiks not the best, you know, the best unit to deal with them, but it does a better job than just the lombos. And kiljardi already there with the burger. It's gonna produce here every 5 seconds. You get a man-at-arms. Those guys still need upgrades, but don't worry, those upgrades also take like 5 seconds, 6 seconds. So by the time kiljardi already arrive, then it's just gonna be... Now Beastie, does he know he went for burger? I think he needs to go there to confirm, and the scout, that's the problem, the scout is not in place. And you know, if you see something like this, like, okay, you're gonna start walling relics, probably you're thinking your opponent went Regni's Cathedral, which will make a lot of sense to you, because it's just, you know, probably a better choice in the long term. But looks like kiljardi is just going for the kills. These are already man-at-arms, no aggressive. It's like, hey Paul, where are you going? And BC just gonna notice the burger. You know, where do you go from here? You have 2 town centers, so you have the eco lead, but it's gonna take some time to pay off. And these lombos are just not gonna be, you know, the best unit to deal with this. Berries already gone here. The other patch of berries not very close to you, and the other one in the front is just not accessible at the moment. No +2 range defense for kiljardi yet. Just gonna deal with those limitane. Textiles being researched, wheelbarrow being researched, arrow slits. Where's the tower? There's a tower here, I don't know where it is, but there is a tower. And the man-at-arms are already home. Let's see how the lombos do against those man-at-arms. Lombos not doing much damage, only they actually do only 1 damage each hit, so Even with 10, you only do 10 damage. And look at how much health this guy have. They have 155. So it means you need like 16. You need to attack 16 times to take only 1 man-at-arms. So definitely you're gonna get +1 range attack to make that go from 15 to 7. And that's why I feel the Western Mercenary contract wasn't really the best choice for this. Now a knight already in the back of the base. Limitane should be able to deal with that. Beastie probably thinking about going castle himself. If he can manage to defend, like just survive to go castle, get that golden horn tower and get those crossbows out, I think he may have a chance to leave. Kiljardi is already massing up his army, getting those marching drills coming, getting those eco upgrades also. And he's basically dictating the tempo of this game, right? He's, okay, you are on the defensive, I can do whatever I want. I can go for the fish, I can get those relics. Beastie, of course, sending those units just to deal with us. It's just so annoying. Looks like this Limitani will still do his best to delay any kind of attack. And now the spearmen are here, but the man-at-arms are just gonna be troublesome. Just gonna do so much damage. Villagers trying to rush a tower, but looks like a lot of villagers are going down here. Taking them. Now you got +1 range attack. Look at the damage of those longbows to only 1 man-at-arms. These not even with +2 range armor yet. And those longbows are just, you know, they're... And they don't do anything against, you know, H3 man-at-arms. And now the man-at-arms are everywhere. Stone is being gathered. But, no, those emplacements are already here. Pololo attempt. It's like the Limitane will be safe for now. At the same time, Beastie have a lot of gold in the bank. He has enough to age up, but he don't have enough to actually produce units. And he's doing just Militany. And you know, I feel like the outcome would have been really different if we saw Keshiks here. Like, especially against the Holy Roman Empire. We kind of like 90% sure they're gonna go, you know, man-at-arms. Like, if we make Keshiks, then we force them to make Spearmen, and then we have something to work against them. Villager said everyone fights here. Looks like the mass of man-at-arms is gonna stop for the moment, but now they come with maces, and they're gonna come faster. Military numbers for BC not good enough, so... And obviously the army value is just... well, it doesn't count the longbow man army value, that's a bug. He's getting those berries from the back. He just needs some space to actually age up. If you manage to age up, you can get your crossbows, you can at least guarantee that you won't be dead. And another raid coming in the north side of the map, denying Beastie's only source for olive oil. More man-at-arms coming here. Actually, Kiljardi rushing with the keep here. Gonna put those man-at-arms, sending all the villagers, and Beastie taps out. Well played by these two players. Make sure to follow them. I put a link in the description. Go follow EGCTV. This weekend's gonna be full of tournaments like players like those.